These migrant workers were among millions who trekked hundreds of kilometers to their village homes after Indian cities abruptly shuttered a year ago to stave off the COVID-19 pandemic. Others scrambled to get on to buses. The mass exodus of migrants stranded without jobs and money sparked a humanitarian crisis. Life in villages was not easy either.
I
used to break stones from a small hill close by to sell to people building homes. That's how I managed to get by.
I tried to find something that would yield an income and sustain the family, but I could do nothing due to the lockdown.
India's months-long shutdown led to mass unemployment in a country where rural migrants sustain the big city economy, working as drivers, construction labor, rickshaw pullers, or at street stalls, among other things. This vast, unorganized sector accounts for more than 90% of the country's livelihoods.
That's why it's only in India, out of the major economies, that you saw mass migration from urban to rural areas. You didn't see this mass migration taking place in the US or in UK or in China, etc., because they don't have such a large unorganized sector. And the unorganized sector doesn't have the kind of poverty that it is there in India. That's why India was particularly hard hit.
India's worst economic crisis brought more hardship than war, says Kumar.
What happens in war is that everybody is busy fighting the war, producing for the war, etc. But here, because people are not working, so unemployment is there. And that's why the economy dropped very sharply.
As cities reopen, many people have returned to search for livelihoods. But the pandemic has changed cities. Kamal Singh sold his cab. The new norm of working from home meant he got very few customers.
I used to roam around 100 to 150 kilometers a day, but get few rides, and the money I earned barely covered my expenses on the cab.
Some have been luckier. Jobs are returning as the economy recovers. Yadav was employed 2 months ago at a food counter.
Now everything is good. I have even returned the loans I took.
But the pandemic's scars run deep.
I'm always fearful that suppose another such problem comes. How will I manage, especially if my family increases? This really troubles me.
That question has acquired new urgency as some parts of India grapple with the second wave. Anjana Pasricha for VOA News, New Delhi.